Shalom, shalom. Peace, Israel. It's Brother Yaquab from the Camp Prophets in Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. I'd like to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, the great millstone who do indeed teach you real well. And peace and salutations to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. In today's lesson, really quick, I want to touch up on, the 12 gates. The 12 gates of the kingdom of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, really, the Lord is coming to save Israel, his people. All right, the Lord is not saving the Edomites and these heathens, man. You Edomites and you heathens are going to be on a subjection to the Israelites, man. Okay? And I want to jump in on Matthew chapter 15 and verse 24. It says, "But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel." All right, the Lord is not sent but unto the Israelites. Okay? The Lord came for his people. The Lord isn't coming for the whole world, man. The kingdom of heaven isn't for the whole world. Now, you're going to have heathens in the kingdom, but they're not going to be. That's not going to be their glory. That's not going to be their inheritance. Okay, they're going to be under subjection to the Israelites, man. All right, the Lord is coming to put his people back on top. All right, so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. So-called. Okay, he said, "I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel." The Lord was sent. Okay, he was brought forth to the Israelites. Okay, to tell them to turn away from their wickedness, turn away from their wrongdoings, man, and come back and seek the Lord, because the Lord has a blessing and an inheritance for them. Okay, but Israel has to change. All right, the Lord is looking for the ones who's going to change in Israel, man. The ones who's going to come back and seek the Lord's face and offend less. All right, and let me grab this as well. Okay, touching up on the 12 gates. Okay, Revelation 21. I'll get to the point in verse 12. Well, matter of fact, I'll start at verse 11. It says, "Having the glory of Yahweh, and her light was unto a stone most precious, even like a jasper stone, clear as crystal. And it had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates. And at the gates, 12 angels." Right. So first off, you have the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, and for the people that don't know, let's break it down really quick. Break it down really quick. Boom. Okay, I have the photo. It says, in a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. Which we know the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, those are all the true people of the Lord, man. Those are the Lord's people. Okay, and he has a gate for each tribe, man. And if you're not a part of these tribes, you don't have a spot in the kingdom of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And if you do, it's to be a servant. Okay? Because now on this earth, this time, this is the heathens' time to glory. Scriptures say time and chance happened to them all. Okay? All these heathens had a time and chance to rule. All these heathens had a time to put us in slavery. Okay? All these heathens had Israel under their power at some point in time, man. Okay, it don't matter how long ago it was, you had your time, you had your chance. The Lord made sure he was fair. He gave every heathen nation a chance to rule. He said, you know what? I'm going to be fair. Because when it's Israel's turn, it's going to be no one else's turn after that, man. And that's why you have to thank the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, because we're so blessed, man. The Lord is trying to give, or not trying to, the Lord is going to give Israel the kingdom for all eternity. The Lord is going to give his people rulership for all eternity, man. And they're going to flourish. It says Israel's going to be as the sand of the sea. Or the Lord's people are going to multiply, man. Okay? So I'm going to bring that back one more time, and I'll grab out the chart. It says, and I had a wall great and high, and 12 gates. So there's 12 gates in the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? And at the gates, there's 12 angels. So there's an angel at each gate. There's 12 gates, and there's an angel at each gate. Okay? Making sure, nobody that ain't supposed to go in that gate, going in that gate. Speaking of heathens and stuff, man, it says, and names written. Okay, names written thereon. So on each gate, there's going to have names written thereon for each tribe. And we're going to go through the tribes. It says, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, right? And it just said, we're about to grab that. And the names written thereon, which are the names, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and the names written thereon. And the names written thereon, the 12 gates, are Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, and Naphtali. Okay? And going down to it, Judah, out of the 12 gates, all right? Judah is the so-called American blacks, who they call the Negroes, man. Okay? Not Africans, man, not Hamites, the so-called American Negro. Okay? And you can tell the difference between a so-called African and a regular so-called black person, man. They look different. Oh. And why do they look different? That's two different nations of people. That's two totally different nations of people, man. And you have Benjamin, which is the West Indian blacks, which is like the so-called Caribbean islands, man. The islanders, Trinidad, Antigua, Jamaica, the Jakes that are out that are from out that way, that are called, just Caribbeans, man. You have Levi, which is the so-called Haitians. Okay, and all these names that we're listing here, this is what Esau called them, man. So-called, like, okay, so Negro, Caribbean, Haitians, like these are titles that Esau gave you, man. That's why we say so-called, because this is what they're so-called here in America, man. But their true name goes back, like Levi, what we just said, is what the so-called Haitians are called, man. That's what you would be called in the kingdom of heaven. You're a Levite. Okay? And you have Levi, which is the so-called Haitians, Ephraim, which is the so-called Puerto Ricans, Manasseh, which is the so-called Cubans, Simeon, which is the so-called Dominicans, Zebulun, which is the Guatemala to Panama, which will be known as the Mayans, so Hispanic so-called. All right, you had Gad, which is the Native American Indians, so-called. All right, all the so-called Indian tribe. You got Cherokee, all the different types, Seminole. Okay, all those different specific Indian types, man. They're all on the tribe of Gad, man. But Esau came in and he put his title on them and told them, you don't go by that name no more. Like in the movie Roots, he said your name isn't Kuta Kinte, is Toby. All right, Esau came and changed Jake's name, from what the Lord called them, from their respective tribes to, really derogatory terms, man. All right. Then you have Reuben, which is the Seminole Indians, so-called, and Asher, which is the Colombia to Uruguay, the Incas, okay, Issachar, which is the so-called Mexicans, or the Aztecs, and Naphtali, which is the Argentina to Chile, Israelites, man. Okay, so Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Simeon, Zebulun, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Issachar, and Naphtali. Okay, those will be a part of the 12 gates, and at the gates, the 12 angels. There's going to be an angel for each, making sure all those people of those tribes get in. Okay, and we know when the Lord returns, the Lord isn't saving everyone, but Israel is going to come back in through the kingdom, man, through the loins of the elect men. Okay, but there's going to be gates, so everyone knows where they have to go, where they enter to the kingdom of heaven through. It says, and the names written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. And we just read it. So those are the people that are getting, that are receiving that mercy and that salvation from the Lord. If you didn't hear your ethnicity or your race through that the 12 tribes chart, you are not going to be saved, man. And this is not a thing of color. It's not a thing of skin color. It's by the Spirit, man. Okay, if your spirit bear witness with this truth, you have the Lord opens your mind up, you have that understanding, you very well may be an Israelite. This is not a thing of color. It's not an all black thing, all black and Hispanic thing, man. You have some brothers around the world who may look as if they're what somebody would call them. If you're a simple Jake, you'd be like, oh, that's an Edomite. He got white skin. All right. Whole time, his dad is from the tribe of Ephraim. You know what I'm saying? Which is so-called Puerto Rican. You have different shades and different skin colors of Jakes, man. Okay. So you can't be simple in this thing. Okay, and I want to grab this to kind of describe, what it's going to look like in the kingdom of heaven, especially at these gates too as well. Revelation 21 and verse 19, and jump down. It says in the foundation. Your brothers and sisters, just got a phone call. Hey, that's Hasha time right there, man. always trying to get you. But Revelation 21:19, as we were saying, going back into the description of what the gates and what the kingdom is going to look like, with the stones that is going to be garnished with. Jump down to verse 19 in Revelation chapter 21. It says, and the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones. So the kingdom of heaven is going to be garnished with precious stones. And the heathens are going to build this up. All right. The Israelites aren't going to be doing more work in the kingdom, man. We're not going to have to build our own kingdom up. You heathens are going to build it up. People say, well, that's wrong. Or why do they have to do it? I mean, we built your kingdom up. Look at America today. The Israelites built America up today, man. The Israelites did. It says, the first foundation was jasper, the second sapphire, the third chalcedony, the fourth an emerald, the fifth sardonyx, the sixth sardius, the seventh chrysolite, the eighth beryl, the ninth topaz, the 10th, Shalakia if I mess up some of these words, but chrysophosphorus, I might have said that wrong, Shalakia, but the 11th, even with me saying that wrong, that right there is letting you know the Lord is going to have a whole bunch of different precious stones. When I'm going to grab that word and actually, get the correct definition of it, so I know what the word is. But that right there is just letting you know, hey, the Lord's going to have so many different precious stones that even some Jakes have never heard of. Because you got to think of, go back to the tribe Judah. There's some Jakes, there's some Israelites that grew up in the hood. All they know is the hood, and they've never even heard of, topaz and amethyst and beryl and jacinth and all these different things, man. So the Lord has a blessing coming for his people that, hey, Jakes are going to be like, I didn't even know this existed, man. Wow. The water, how about Shemi, I was shy, It says the 11th, a jacinth, the 12th, a amethyst, and the 12 gates were 12 pearls. And every several gate was of one pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold, as it were transparent glass. So you're gonna be able to see yourself through the glass, man. And like the brother Yakal said, he was just at camp. He was like, "Hey, man, when we get Yahweh, we get blessed with the kingdom of heaven. It ain't no more walking, man. There ain't no more walking. We floating, we gliding. We not touching the ground." You're going to be able to look down and see yourself in that transparent gold. You're going to see the new body the Lord blessed you with. All right? You're going to see the glory of the Lord through you. Okay? You're going to be able to look down and say, how about Shemi Hawashai? This is a blessing from you. How about Shemi Hawashai? That's why the Lord he's going so hard, and the Lord is the way he is, because the Lord knows what he's going to bless Israel with. But you got to earn it, man. It ain't just given, and this is going to be an inheritance. It's even the 2/3 that get destroyed here, but the Lord want the elect to go hard for it. That's what I meant to say. That's why the elect are going so hard, because the Lord is going to bless the elect even more than the elect are already thinking. The elect are like, man, in which we don't know who the elect is, but the brothers who are steadfast, they putting the work in, man. They doing everything they can. So when the Lord returns, they're like, not being boastful, but I gotta be the elect, Lord. I did all that you asked me to do. I did my thing. The brothers already have an idea of what they want, but the Lord knows what you want even more. Okay, the Lord created you. The things that you want, the Lord put that in your spirit for you to want it, man. That's why every brother is different, and every brother is going to get blessed differently, man, with different things. The Lord's going to give you what your heart desires, your mind, and the Lord knows what your mind desires, because he created your mind, man. Understand that you can't put your Yahweh Shemi Hawashai in a box. The Lord is far out. The Lord knows you better than you know your own self, man. Okay? And I want to finish it off in this, just to prove another fact, another point, man, that Israel gonna be saved, man. That's just a fact of the matter. All right, no matter how you feel about it, Israel is going to receive that salvation. Romans 11:26, and so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Sion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. All right, so the Lord gonna return all ungodliness from Jacob, man. All Israel is gonna be saved. It says, turn away ungodliness from Jacob, from Israel, man. All right? From Yasha Allah. And so all Israel shall be saved is the point, man. And when Israel is saved, and even the 2/3 come back, the Lord is going to bless y'all, man. The Lord is going to bless Jake as a whole. These are the Lord's people. He blessed these heathens with this earth. He blessed these heathens with us. You know, he gave the heathens us, and we're supposed to be his people. So imagine what the Lord is going to give us, and we're his people, man. This is hell, our captivity. You still got Jake out here millionaire, Jake out here rich. You know, this is supposed to be our hell, man. You know, so how much more when we are in power, we're in position, when the righteous are in authority, man, the people are going to rejoice. You know, but I truly hope this lesson was edifying to the spirit. For those who didn't know, now you know. All right, you're not just a nigga or a so-called spick anymore, man. You're an Israelite of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You must repent and seek the Lord daily and offend less, man. Offend less. You know, so with that, I would like to give our glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, Bashim HaHakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do indeed teach the world well. And peace and citations to the hopeful life scattered abroad. Till next time I do say, Shalom and a Baba Ball soon.